Hey guys, Mithyc here, and today I am back with another Medieval 2 battle. Today, we're doing a 3 versus 3 of epicness. That's what I called the replay. It was actually a medium battle, but it was still pretty cool massacre. But I'm here. I am Russia. The best. If you hear any of Discord sounds, it's the Black Weight community debating on what they need to do to new players to keep them from messing up video games, which is kind of dumb. I don't know. But yeah. So, we're doing a 3v3. We're against Turks, who the guy has 700 hours. Sounds really good. Spain, don't know anything about him. And Byzantine, who's new to online matches. We have Ian is Hungary. You probably know Ian's skill. You have me. You know I can do decently well. And then you have Beckham. He's pretty decent at the game too. Me, Ian, and Beckham are all pretty much at the same level of this game. These guys are in varying difficulties. Let's speed this up while we wait for the start, because we need to start. And I'm sorry, the Discord's going to be really annoying. I mean, honestly, just ignore it. Stop. Oh, and now they're talking about leaks in the ships. Yeah, and we debated, like, a long time how to set up our defense. So eventually, I just moved over, like, a single unit of dismounted Devore. And they're flimsy little bows. Oh, here we go. I also moved over some Tsar's Guard. But I'm going up against Spain, who, number one, broke the rules. The rules were max 5 cav, gen counts, 2 guns. This guy brought 4 units of gunners. An entire main line of pikemen. Some chivalric knights, and 4 units of conquistadors. Which is not a very good tactic. But he was honorable. He moved his gunners away. And, yeah, so not a very good army. Over here, you have, this guy. He brought some peasants, Ottoman infantry, more peasants, more Ottoman infantry. He brought a lot of Hashashim. And he's walking around this little tower. Beckham brought some, Milan stuff, the archer militia, Genoese crossbowmen. I brought Devore, British, and Boyar sons, as would be suited for an army like this. Ian brought some feudal knights, some Pavis spears. Yeah, the first fight's gonna open up here. So, like I said, Byzantine was new to online games, so he's using tactics that you would use against AI, which aren't the very best. I mean, especially since he's got a very bad unit of spear militia up here. He's spread his archers out horribly. And he's charging his general into, now he's not charging his general, because the Royal Vandrium are there. Vandrium. Yeah, I like those guys. They're pretty litty. Eastern factions got themselves some good cav, and obviously I think that Russia has great. Russia's good. Just ignore the infantry. And here we have some Katarafraktoi who have gotten into the ranks, and then they break because they are crap. Now his general is getting mugged by the Vandrium, and cavalry is just charging and completely ignoring anything else. Catarafracts. He's doing pretty good with the archers. He's got Pavis versus guard archers, so it's pretty unfair. And over here, just nothing's really going on. We're just kind of staring at each other. Spain could be helping Byzantine, but he's decided not to as of right now. Actually, that's pretty cool, with the spears and the axes moving together. But you got them trying to outflank the cavalry. I'm pretty sure how you see that this devolves into a giant brawl. And I gotta disapprove with your choices of infantry, Ian. The chivalric knights for Hungary are crap. The feudal knights for Hungary are good. Yeah, about 8 units of infantry. I brought about 5 units of Boyar Sons. Yeah, 5 units of Boyar Sons, 2 Birdie Shacksmen. And my archers are getting ready to engage him. But over here, his Ottoman infantry is butchering my Devor. Like, I've already moved because, like, these guys have longer range. So my guy, and plus they're on a hill, so my guys are suffering. So I'm just moving my guys out of the way as much as I can. But over here, you have a little bit of skirmishing between Beckham and Hussar. Hussar, who's playing the Turks. And Beckham's keeping him back. But over here you have the Brawl of Doom. Hungary is pulling through. Yeah. Yeah, this blob's about to get destroyed. My catapult is shooting, and so is Beck's thing. And this is when I just decide to full out rush his pikes, because I know I can beat them. He charges this unit. This unit at 4 gets utterly, like, I literally think every single person in that unit got destroyed. All 60 of them. But my archers are too tough for his cavalry. And my birdies. Two-handed units I like to call cavalry eaters because they eat the cavalry up. He's charging my archers, but one thing about Devor is they're pretty much Boyar Sons with bows. You don't mess with them. They have armor piercing. So right now he's charging in some Kwapakulu versus Zarsgard. Kwapakulu, I believe, definitely had the advantage, especially since we didn't even get a charge. But the downside to his part is he's using diamond formation. Over here, the brawl is still going on. We are playing on the map of Death Track, if you didn't know. And over here, the combat is engaged. My cavalry is fighting his bodyguard. His general, is that his general? I don't know. They all look very general-like. But his pikemen are just, they can't handle it. You know you have a very bad main infantry force when a group of Boyar Sons can beat them head-on. Because the Boyar Sons, they aren't horrible. They're about decent, but they're definitely not as good as other swordsman units. They just aren't as good. I mean, they're not a bad unit. They just could use some help. And so over here, he's now going to charge my archers with his chivalrics, and it's going to go poorly, as my Boyar Sons just tear his cavalry to pieces. I mean, they're going to get the charge in, but at what cost? Because now my archers are just tearing into his sides. At this point, he's brought up his conquistadors over here, so it's turned into this brawl. Ian's going to start sending over some help soon, and I've got some guys running around. I believe I could have easily beaten Spain, and I mean I did, but these Kwapakulu interfering with my infantry were not cool, broski. And the main infantry forces over here were just really doing nothing. He just sent his Kwapakulu over here to mess me up. And look at that. 2 units of chivalric knights broke to an archer unit. That's when you know your cavalry That's when you know your archers are good. And yeah, Russia got some very good archers. Russia has nearly the best in this battle. The Genoese are probably better, though. Over here, we're still doing a good job. We've killed the majority of them. They still got some conquistadors. I even hit them with the catapult. My British are fighting off his Quapaculo. Unfortunately, he's got his Nafatuns over here. And those are going to turn the tide. Tercios are fighting nearly those guys broke. Over here, the brawl is going on, and Ian has not. Yep. Ian finally decides to send in his infantry after he sees that we need to finish them off. But we broke through, and we're now going for his gunners.
Lord be merciful, we have lost half of our...
Yeah, and the majority of my infantry is, like, gone. It's down to some cavalry. But that's another thing that makes the Devor just flat out amazing. They're stunning archers, and they're great in infantry, too, because they have armor piercing. That's a good thing about Russia. A lot of their main troops have armor piercing. The Boyar Sons, they have axes, which means they have armor piercing. The Devor, they have axes, which means they have armor piercing. So, you know, some of the things that make the Teutonic Knights some of the best units in the game, with their armor piercing, Russia has armor piercing all the way. I'd be interested to see who would win, Boyar Sons or Imperial Knights. Gonna have to test that after this battle. And yeah, here's where the Turkish Hashashim just tear apart anything left I have. And Ian is finally forced to send in his feudal knights. The battle is going on. We still have another 6,000 frames because he's still got his Ottoman infantry left. Beckham hasn't really moved from his position. He won the little skirmish phase over here. Oh yeah, and the Byzantine player left about halfway through the engagement. So Hungary's running around. He's making the mistake of charging my Boyar Sons. I mean, the Quapaculo can't even take him down. I mean, also, he shouldn't have run him out of there. I think ran him out of there. That was a bad idea. Yeah, they're broken. Oh, yep, there goes my general. I wasn't this worried, though, because Beckham had a nearly untouched army. And Ian still had a lot of infantry. I mean, we were going to win this battle at this point, so I wasn't really worried. And then Beckham finally decided to help us with some cav support. And Ian's still fighting them. I'm trying to add some catapults, and I have my archers firing into the flanks. One of my Devor ran out of ammo, so now we have a new infantry unit who's willing to join the fight. I gotta see which is more susceptible to cap charges. Because I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but a unit that is labeled as missile, I mean, cavalry have an attack advantage against a unit labeled as missile. If you know that's true or it's not true, please tell me in the comments, because I'd really like to know. But that's what I think I read somewhere. I mean, because if I do find out that it's not true, I should wonder really why I don't... Oh, there goes Hungary. But I might try a strategy of bringing only Devor if that bonus against missile units versus cav isn't true. Versatile units are really good. So I went after some Nafatoons, but they broke. So now I'm going to get the Hashishim in the backs. And just the charge with armor piercing in the back is enough to start scaring them. And they're out, so now he's down to pretty much his Ottoman infantry. And that's going to be a pretty quick cleanup job. And yeah, over here, believe it or not, Byzantine is still fighting on. The AI is. Albert Woe is this man's name. Good luck to you, Sir Albert Woe. May your woe from this battle not ever meet you again. And, yep, his guard archers are pretty much obliterated right here. But he has nearly a healthy unit of them over here. Over here in the main fight, we're just continuing on. The infantry's dead, but he's got a lot of Hashishim. And my Devor broke. I did get a nice hit there. Missing some of my own troops barely. Ooh, he's got a Nafatoon unit.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like
Nafatoons are mean. The majority of my Devor are out of ammo. Death track is a death track. I mean, truly. Just look at the chaos, man. You got Russians running places, you got Turks, you got a defeated Spanish pike line that was never actually good at all, and you have a lot of dead Hungarians from Club Kulu. I gotta say, Hungary is also one of my favorite factions. I think, really, if I had to go on a top 5 factions, it'd be Russia, Poland, Hungary, England, and the final's going to be the HRE because they're just OP. OP people.
The battle is very much in our favor.
He's got these peasants.
Victory will be ours.
What do these peasants think they're going to achieve? They're bravely running as they see their heavily armored general running away. Yeah. I believe he admitted defeat at this point. Yep, there we go. So, you would think this would be the end of the battle, but you'd be wrong, because the skirmisher fight, and he's like, send some cav over, and I was like, oh, I only have my general bodyguard, so I had to send my general's bodyguard over. And the Spanish still had those 2 handgunners, so we were telling him to admit defeat, but he wasn't at first. It was sad, but he did admit defeat. My general comes rushing in, and he doesn't get that good of a charge. Like, he kills him, looks decent, but then you have this, like, fight.
The battle is very much in our favor.
And then we have to run out, and then charge him again. So I started getting worried. Oh, they might actually win. They're guard archers, so their morale and defense is pretty high. But we managed to kill them. And then Spain admits defeat. And that was the battle. It was really, really fun. As you can see, me and Ian got the most kills. Including captures, I got about 1,000 kills, and including captures, Ian got about 1,300. Mainly because he was fighting a new player, but that's besides the point. Hussar only got 621, and Albert got 429, which is better than Magister. My best unit is gonna probably be my general's bodyguard with 120 kills. The second is an actual unit of Boyar Sons. Wow. And this battle was in 1525 AD. Well, there you have it. In Frankfurt region. So that answers my question where Death Trek is. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Mithyc is out.